Step back. Step out the car.
Stay away from
me. Step out the car for me. And kick your hand up and step out of the car.
What happened, man? Come on! Yo, call my mama, man! They just beat me up, y'all. The police just beat me up.
On April 2nd, 2024, a deputy in Escambia County, Florida, initiated a traffic stop based on suspected window tint violations.
What's going on, man?
How y'all doing? Can you roll this back window down? I can't see with this tent.
That window don't roll.
371-17-16-18.
Step out of the car for me. And kick your hand up and step out of the car.
What happened, man?
I've already asked you once when your hand's down there. I'm not going to sit there and ask you again.
My hand is nowhere, sir. What's going on? What? Y'all don't have proper cause to stop?
I do have proper cause.
What was the proper cause?
Don't be moving.
What was the proper cause? What happened?
Stop moving.
Sir, what is going on? I need a reason, man. I need a reason.
Well, since you're the
I'm in the back seat.
Since you're the driver, I'll tell you the reason.
I wasn't driving, sir. You can ask them I wasn't driving.
Step back.
I wasn't
Step out the car.
Stay away from
Man, you guys is doing the wrong thing. Hey, this is her car. Look, stop the car. Man, y'all tripping, man.
Now stop.
Tripping. I can't be
Stop.
Y'all tripping. I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even do nothing. I didn't do nothing, man. Man, come on, brother. Man, come on. Yo, call my mama, man. They just beat me up, y'all. The police just beat me up. I didn't even do nothing. Chris.
We're 10-4. Give me a number.
Chris, hey, y'all, come on, man.
Just put him in your car. Stay in the car.
Stay in the car.
Man, come on.
Listen to me.
Come on, man.
Stop
I didn't do nothing, man. Why y'all?
Stop playing.
I wasn't driving, bro. What is you doing, man? What is you doing? What is you doing, man? I'm not doing nothing. I don't have nothing in my pocket, man. What is you doing? Man, come on, man. No.
Stop.
Oh, man.
Stop moving.
No, y'all. Y'all, call my mama. Call my mama, man. Call my mama. I didn't do nothing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, man. No, brother. No, man.
Have a seat.
Man, what?
Have a seat.
Why, sir?
Get him away from that car.
Sir.
Get him away from that car.
Sir.
Have a seat.
Man, I can't. You got my dreads.
Pick
man.
your feet up.
Oh, man. I got a lawsuit right now for the police.
Pick your feet up.
Man, sir, why aren't you doing me like this?
Because you're doing this.
I'm not doing nothing.
Pick your feet up.
I'm not doing nothing, sir.
Slide your feet in.
I'm not doing nothing.
What's your name? Christopher, listen to me. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice and agree with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you without cost. If you decide to answer questions, your lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering any time. You understand your rights? Do you have any ID on you?
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
Okay, you got any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
Car 211.
Can you grab it for me?
Car 211.
211. All right, ma'am. I need you off the phone and step out and talk to me, please.
I gotta step out and talk to the police.
216. You can slow anybody else down.
Hi.
Hang up
Or
the
any
phone.
other unit route to 216 can play your response.
What's your name?
Janice Henderson.
Okay. Do you have an ID?
Yeah.
Whose vehicle is this?
This is my friend's vehicle. I'm actually about to go get her from work.
So your friend's vehicle?
Yeah.
Who did she let use it?
Me.
Okay. Listen to me. I know who was driving. All right. I pulled you over because your window tint. Simple little window tint.
The window's tinted too
Okay.
much.
Who was driving? Because when I pulled over, y'all pulled in here and y'all decided to switch cars, switch seats.
I stayed in my seat.
I know you did. Step back here. Who was driving the car when I pulled you guys behind you?
I was drinking her, and I'm not gonna lie. He was just with the way we acting, like sober down. She was supposed to be driving, but
I know, but when you went through the light, stopped at this red light, and then you pulled into here, who was driving?
He was.
Okay. So I thought, would he tell you to switch seats or what?
I didn't know y'all was putting us up. He was like, can you drive? You feeling all right? I was like, I mean, I'm feeling all right. I'm drunk way earlier today, so.
265,
Okay.
signal 1 below,
All right, stay back there
area
for me.
Warrington Elementary, 220 North Navy Boulevard. It's a gray Honda 2-door. Was throwing things that complainant's vehicle, had a golden retriever in it, white female driver. Last seen on Brandon Avenue. Can be clear at 1624.
They just searching through the car right now.
Because I got probable cause too, man.
I know, I'm just letting her know because I had to pick her up from work, so I'm telling her.
Moments later, the suspect's mother showed up at the scene.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Gloria. I'm the Say Rochelle's mom.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, he is under arrest. All right. So he's going to have a driving charge. It's okay. You need ambulance?
I'm gonna tell you why I can't breathe, because last time my son got arrested, Officer Major, they put their hands on my child.
Yes, ma'am. I was there.
We have yet to deal with that bullshit.
Yes.
They don't have to do that. They didn't have to do that. So me even talking to y'all, excuse me if I'm a little hostile, okay? Me even talking to y'all, it's hard for me to talk to y'all because of what they did to my son.
I understand. So today he's just got a driving charge and then he's got some more drug charges. Alright. But he's, other than getting himself all worked up, he's not injured anyway or anything like that. He's just worked himself up to the point that he's yelling.
That's because y'all, I can say y'all have to understand why he's feeling the way that he's feeling. If it was one of your kids, if you suffered the hands of police brutality, misconduct, or whatever y'all want to call it, y'all will feel some type of way.
I get it.
I never in my life sat here and I used to be doing stuff like this, CO and stuff. I never in my life never thought that I would be the mother of a son that dealt with stuff like this before. I can't deal with it.
I got you. Well, he was not, last time, I don't know what he told you, or if he was not unnecessarily just beat down in police brutality.
It should have never been hands touched. I read the police report, is what I'm saying. I read the police report, and the police report did not say he was resisting with violence. That was never on the police report.
Correct. He did not resist with violence. That is correct.
No, he shouldn't have ran, but that should have never happened. That's just a bad experience for me to deal with as a mother.
I get it, but unfortunately he's out here making the bad decisions.
He's grown. I can't stop that.
I know it.
But y'all trained to not put your hands on people, so that's what I'm saying. I can't.
Well, that's not
really
necessarily true, but.
Well, when it's necessary, do so. When it's not, don't.
I agree, 100%. So, but he's getting ready to get transported. He's not going to have a bond because he's still out on bond from the last charges, so he won't have a bond.
I kind of figured that.
Yep. So, but like I said, he's fine. He's just got himself worked up. So.
And that's pretty much based on what he done went through. I understand what you're saying. I understand. Chris, baby, you and that girl, I don't want y'all around me right now. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't want y'all around me.
So, is there any questions I can answer for you?
No, baby.
I'm not gonna let you.
I'm upset, but
I'm not gonna let you see him right now because right now he's not yelling, and I don't want him to get worked up again seeing you.
He's not gonna get worked up seeing me.
I don't want that to happen, so to prevent that from happening, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let you go over there and talk to him right now. We're going to get him out of here as quick as we can. We're going to get our stuff done as quick as we can.
Worked up me not talking to him.
Well, if that happens, then we'll deal with it. But we're going to get him to the jail as quick as we can. That way, we can get it done and get out of here.
What is I been arrested for, man?
Give me just 1 second and I'll tell you, okay?
Oh my God, man. I wasn't even driving. Why y'all doing me like this? Why y'all arresting me, man? Why y'all... Mom!
406.
Mom! Hey! Why...
1915 to the jail. Copy beginning.
Why is I being arrested, man? Please tell me, man.
895.
Man, please. Man, can you please tell me, man? Oh my God, man, you don't even want to tell. Man, why I'm supposed to know why I'm getting arrested.
So, driving without a license.
I wasn't driving.
Possession of cocaine
Possession of cocaine?
and marijuana.
I didn't have no marijuana on me, man.
Let's examine the constitutional framework. Under Florida Statute Section 316.2953, front side windows must allow a minimum of 28% light transmittance. A violation of this statute establishes reasonable, articulable suspicion sufficient to justify a stop under Terry v. Ohio. Once the stop was initiated, the deputy lawfully ordered occupants to exit the vehicle. Pennsylvania v. Mims establishes that this authority requires no additional suspicion. Beyond the lawful stop itself, it is categorical and non-negotiable. The subject's refusal to comply with that order, regardless of his belief about the stop's legitimacy, created independent grounds for arrest. Florida Statute Section 843.022 defines resisting an officer without violence as knowingly and willfully obstructing or opposing an officer in the lawful execution of a legal duty. Passive noncompliance qualifies. The Fourth Amendment issue sharpens at the vehicle search. The deputy announced probable cause before initiating the search legally required under the automobile exception. United States v. Ross, decided in 1982, holds that probable cause to believe a vehicle contains contraband authorizes a warrantless search of the entire vehicle. The subsequent discovery of cocaine and marijuana confirmed that basis. This evidence is admissible under current Fourth Amendment doctrine. The driving charge presents the most legally contested issue in this case. The subject consistently maintained he was a rear seat passenger, not the driver. However, John East Henderson, the admitted driver, voluntarily told officers he had been drinking and was operating the vehicle when the stop occurred. This admission, made without coercion, constitutes a spontaneous statement under the hearsay exception and carries significant evidentiary weight. The seat switch maneuver, observed by the deputy before the vehicle fully stopped, provides corroborating probable cause under Florida Statute Section 316.1935. Miranda v. Arizona requires that before custodial interrogation, a suspect must be advised of the right to silence and the right to counsel. The deputy delivered a complete Miranda advisement. The subject acknowledged his rights with an affirmative response. This satisfies constitutional requirements. On use of force, Graham v. Connor, decided in 1989, establishes that force must be evaluated from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene at the moment of the decision, not assessed with hindsight. The subject was non-compliant with a lawful order. Soft, empty-hand control to effect extraction is proportionate under the use of force continuum at this level of resistance. No weapons were drawn. No escalation to hard control or less lethal options is documented. The force used appears within the Graham standard. Regarding the narcotics charges, constructive possession under Florida law requires the state to prove the subject had knowledge of and dominion over the contraband. If the cocaine and marijuana were found in the front of the vehicle and the subject was in the rear seat, the prosecution faces a more complex constructive possession argument. Physical location of evidence relative to each occupant will be the central, factual dispute at trial on these counts. The subject's mother raised a prior use of force incident involving the same individual. That prior complaint, unresolved at the time of this encounter, is legally distinct from the current charges but contextualizes the subject's heightened emotional response and may factor into any future civil rights claim. A Section 1983 civil rights claim requires showing a deprivation of constitutional rights under color of state law. Based solely on this footage, the threshold for such a claim in this encounter has not been met. The deputy receives a B. The stop, search, and Miranda advisement were constitutionally grounded and professionally executed. Communication with the subject's mother was measured and transparent. The force applied appears proportionate. The primary gap is the failure to immediately communicate the stop basis, not unlawful, but a missed de-escalation opportunity. The subject receives a C+. His refusal to comply with a lawful exit order was the single most consequential decision he made in this encounter. It converted a passenger's potential non-involvement into a resisting charge. His legal defense on the driving count has merit, but it belongs in a courtroom, not at the roadside. Henderson receives a B-. His voluntary admission resolved the seat switch ambiguity, but simultaneously created a documented DUI confession. The absence of a DUI arrest for Henderson, the admitted drinking driver, is a notable enforcement inconsistency that is not explained in the available footage. 3 lessons emerge from this encounter. First, comply first, contest in court. Refusing a lawful exit order does not protect rights. It forfeits them by adding a charge and escalating force. Second, spontaneous admissions are evidence. Henderson's unprompted statement that he had been drinking became the factual pivot of the entire encounter. The Fifth Amendment right to silence exists precisely for moments like this. It requires no invocation during a traffic stop, simply say nothing. Third, probable cause for a search does not require a warrant. Once an officer articulates facts sufficient to establish probable cause, the automobile exception under Ross authorizes a full vehicle search immediately. Share your legal analysis of this interaction in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to check out Audit the Court for more police interaction and courtroom content.